and welcome to another episode of the Star Sitdown. I'm so excited to be here today, and I am joined with Miss Eryka Thompson, Texas State content creator. How are you doing, Eryka?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm I'm good. We're wearing the same hoodie. I think that's pretty funny. That
Yeah.
was not planned, but it worked out. But I'm super excited to have you here today and learn a bit more about you. Like I told you beforehand, I've been like looking at your YouTube content and like seeing the stuff that like you want to do with fashion and like your fashion sense. So I'm excited to like take a deeper dive. But just like to get started, can you just like tell me a bit more about yourself with like Texas State and YouTube and like all that good stuff?
Yes. My name is Erica, and I'm a second year student at Texas State, but I'm classified as a senior. So I kind of have to like get my life together before next semester. Um, and I wanted to have a YouTube channel since I was like maybe 12 years old, but I just knew that like, I've always been a very like, I have a vision and that's exactly what I want to bring to life. So I don't like want to settle for less. So I knew that I didn't have like the resources and like a camera and stuff to like start a YouTube channel. And at 12 years old, I didn't really have anything to talk about. So I just always knew I was gonna like wait till the like right time. And so this past summer during the pandemic, I was like, I had the money to like get like good lighting and I had the time obviously, so I decided to just start, but I didn't know like what I wanted to niche in, like what I wanted all my videos to be about. So I just did stuff that I saw was popular on other people's channels, like unpopular opinions and like stuff like that. And honestly, I feel like you can just tell my videos I was nervous, but also I kind of just like was just doing stuff to do it. Like I there was no like passion behind it. And so this year, I started doing all my videos on fashion because I've always been into fashion since like I could walk. And so I just started like letting that take over my channel, and it's already more fun. It's more like I don't know, I just like love it so much. It makes me more happy, and I feel like it's like my real hobby. And I started incorporating like TikTok and Instagram Reels into like video promo and stuff like that. So I think fashion is like putting me in the right direction for my channel.
And beforehand, I'd asked you if you were like currently a model, and like if you did like modeling work, and you had said that like you're just kind of like looking for opportunities right now, correct?
Yes, basically. My parents always told me that I wasn't like I'm allowed to model, but I can't like do it. Like I can't go sending my headshots to people and like trying to make it happen for myself because that they think it'll like distract me from school. So they said like the only way I'm allowed to be a model is if someone like finds me and I get scouted, which I feel like that's possible, but it's not like as likely. So I'm kind of just like modeling like for fun and just like hoping like maybe something will come about. But I guess until I'm like off their insurance or something, I have to like listen to what they told me and not go send my headshots to people.
So you had said that like fashion is your hobby, kind of. So did you have that same thing when you were a kid when you started getting into like I kind of want to do YouTube? Did you have that same feeling with fashion and you were like, "Oh, this looks really cute. I want to get more into this," and it just got more intense as you got older?
Yes. So when I was younger, like I don't know what age I started like picking out my own clothes, but I know for a while like my parents would like pick out my clothes and or like get me dressed in the morning. But I remember like when I first started like going shopping with my mom and picking out my own clothes, every time I went shopping, I would come down the stairs like a model and have my parents sitting in the living room and I would take like 3 hours of their day going up and down the stairs showing off my outfits. And even like a couple days ago, I sent my mom a TikTok of this little girl in different outfits. And she was like, that reminds me of you when you used to show off all your outfits. I would change my clothes like 12 times a day. Like, I just loved getting dressed and like clothes. So I've actually probably been into fashion longer than I even knew, like before YouTube was even a thing.
And Is that something you want to do like with your career? Because you had spoken about how, you're classified as a senior and, you're getting to that point where you're gonna pass that threshold and like in like the world and like is that something no, it's not. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. I mean, like
Uh,
you got this. I'm just, is that something you want to do in like pursuing the fashion industry?
yes. So I'm majoring in public relations, and I really want like my more realistic career, I guess, is to be like an event coordinator and just really be like in the event business, like putting things together, creating things from the ground up. But I've now that I really like feel like fashion is my hobby, I definitely want to get into more like fashion related stuff on the side. Like I have this one business venture, but I'm not going to speak on it right now. And it's very fashion, it's very me, and I'm going to start like working on it during spring break and hopefully like launch it at the end of this year. Just because I want everything to be like perfect and take the time to make sure everything's done right. But aside from that, I guess I really do want to end up modeling on the side. And I think that once I graduate, um, college, I'll be able to like focus on that more because I won't have classes to worry about. But right now, I kind of want to work on like getting an actual career because I have to grow up.
But I don't, but like you had said that like you're more like realistic career. I don't see how with your degree being public relations, correct?
Hmm.
How that couldn't necessarily like how you I think you would be able to like do something in the fashion industry with that kind of like background. I think that'd be realistic. I mean, it may not be modeling per se, and I know that's what you want to do, but if there was like, I don't know, like right now, you're a part of the Star, for example. If you were able to work at like a magazine and do work for like a fashion magazine, would that be something that you would be interested in, or are you just primarily focused on modeling?
I guess a fashion magazine could be something that I'd be interested in. I have a fashion blog actually that I started for like a class, but I wanted to like keep going because it was fun for me. But I just noticed that like this generation does not read. It's all about visuals, and I feel like modeling for me, like what I think I would personally enjoy more, and other people would personally enjoy more, is like seeing somebody like, and it may not even be walking down a runway because it's COVID-19, but I just feel like I want to be a part of the more visual aspect, not more of the like print aspect. Even though yeah, magazines are online too, but I know our generation sucks with reading, and that's why I stopped promoting my blog because no one reads, and it's just so sad.
Okay, that's fair. That's kind of sad, but the truth hurts. So, I mean, but no, I guess so that's valid in that, you would rather just and because you enjoy like event planning, correct? Like
Mhm.
that's why that's okay, that makes more sense. So what about like in terms of like your content creation and YouTube going forward? Like once you're done with once you graduate, would you want to still continue that and see if you can scale that and have that potentially be like your career?
I don't see myself using like having YouTube as a career. Like I know
Hmm.
like once I'm monetized, like I can make money from that, and that'll be a cool like source of income. But I don't know. I don't think that I could be just a YouTuber and like not have like a job, which it would be fun. And I am kind of like lazy, so I would like that. But I feel like event planning is just so fun to me, and I like being in charge and like just bringing my visions to life. And I feel like YouTube, I can do that to an extent. Like it's just me, you know what I mean? But like
Hmm.
with event planning and stuff like that, I can like, there's different components. It's not just me. It's like different teams, different crews. Like I don't know how to explain it, but I just feel like YouTube can't just be my only thing. No. And I do want to get like I'm still trying to like master like the TikTok algorithm, but I really like how I started incorporating like TikToks and Instagram Reels into my things. I really would like to be like a social media presence in a sense, but like I don't want all my career and excuse me, income to be just YouTube.
No, that makes sense. I think it's kind of a gamble, especially now with like YouTube, because YouTube has changed so much in like the past, let's just say like 3 years since 2018, with like the monetization and like the ad apocalypse and
Yeah.
all that other stuff. So, what type of events would you like prefer planning if like once you get that career?
So my dream is to be like a what would I call it? I kind of want to be like a one-stop shop kind of a person where I have like, like I want to be able to consult with people over like anything. It can be like parties, galas, weddings, anything. I want to be able to like do anything for anyone. And I want to have like clients that, have their own reputation, and they maybe want to use me like one of my venues or something to hold one of their like annual things like that. I just kind of want to be like, I don't know. I don't really have like a set like I only want to do weddings or I only want to do this. Like I want to do everything. I want to try everything because obviously I won't love every event that I plan. I might not want to do that again. But as of right now, I don't see an event that I wouldn't want to at least try once.
And are you from Houston?
Dallas.
Dallas? I knew it was one of the two. So would you want to stay in Texas with event planning, or would you move out of Texas?
I think I would want to start in Texas, but I don't see myself living here for the rest of my life. Absolutely not.
Why? Absolutely not.
Because like how can someone, I mean, no offense to anyone who's stayed in their hometown and still is there as an adult, but and I wasn't even born in Texas. I was born in Virginia and I was raised in Texas, but I already just feel like Texas is like, I think, and it's weird because everyone who doesn't live in Texas wants to live here, wants to move here, to get a house here. And it feels like everyone our age wants to get out. So it's like,
I'm sorry.
I don't know, I feel like Texas is a really good place to like grow up and to shape you.
Uh-huh.
But and there's different cities, different types of there's different lifestyles that you can have, not just everyone from Texas looks and acts the same. But I just feel like Texas for me is like it's a step along the way. This is not the destination.
Oh, trust me, I get it 100%. I'm originally from New York, and my parents they got divorced, so that's how I ended up here. And
What?
yeah, I mean, that was 10 years. So I've lived like half my life this year in New York, and then the other half here in Texas. So why are you looking at me like that?
Because Texas, like New York and Texas, that's like totally. I mean, this week we're getting a little winter, but like that's crazy going from like New York to Texas. That's crazy. But that's
Yeah, I mean it.
really
So,
good.
huh?
You have a really good like idea between, you know what I mean? Because people in New York think we ride horses and stuff.
Oh, I thought that. I
Yeah,
thought that 100%. And I thought like people would be wearing cowboy hats.
yeah.
And like, I was 10 years old, so I was expecting all I really know about Texas was like the movies and SpongeBob with the like Sandy from Texas.
Yeah.
So that was it's literally my whole point of reference. And like when I got here, I was like, "Oh my gosh, like they had cars. There were like these big ass houses." It
Oh,
really threw me. It really did throw me. When did you move to Texas?
I was like 4, 3. I was a
Oh
baby.
wow. You a
Yeah.
Texan. You're not a
Yep. Yeah.
Virginian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's crazy. So I'm saying like I can relate to that feeling that's like this is like the middle step on my journey,
Yes.
because I don't think I'm gonna stay in Texas, long term, and like as much as I joke about this place, it's been all right. It's treated me well. I've gotten a good education, and I met like a bunch of great people, but there's more than just Texas. And it's weird, like because it's two extremes, like you said, like it's people our age that are like, I want to get out of here. Like I'm done, you know? And then there are people that are like, I just love the feel of Texas and Whataburger and I want to stay in a small town. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Shut up, please. Shut up. Like, oh my gosh. Especially like I don't know if you follow Ben Wagman on Twitter, but like him posting all of like his real estate is making people from like California and just random states want to move here because of like the cost of living here. But it's like I don't know. As a Texas resident, the cost of living, I don't care anymore. I don't care.
I mean, I'm from right outside of Austin, and like, I think it's cool. Like, people from New York and LA coming, and like Silicon Valley coming to like Austin specifically, and like having their companies because like Austin is like it's like the most liberal city in the state, right? And like all these people and like the diversity and like everything. I think that's dope, but I think like for me, like maybe if I was from New York, right, and like if I went to like high school and college, and I'm like I want to get out of like the state. I'll move to Austin. I feel like I'd have more of that, but like having lived here for the past 10 years, it's the same old.
Exactly.
He said, "Shut up." Oh man. So, have you thought about like collabing with other content creators at Texas State?
Yes. Razak, he has reached out to me a few times. We just haven't like actually done it yet. And
Mm.
then um Blake, I don't know if you know Blake.
We know the same people.
Okay,
Yes.
Blake. He just started a YouTube channel. He said that he would like to collab. And Jonna, she has a YouTube channel as well, and we've collabed a couple of times. So I'm definitely into it, but I also feel like as I start, because I don't know, I feel like I'm constantly like growing. Not necessarily my channel, but just like my mindset, my thought process, like just making the decision to like focus on fashion and stuff like that. I kind of want to just be a little bit more, what's the word? I just want to be, I guess, cautious. I don't know. Not really cautious, but like just kind of pay closer attention to like what I put on my channel because once you like niche down on something and then like you just randomly are doing like the complete opposite, people are like, huh? And I feel like this is the my phase where I'm like really trying to like grab the attention and hold the attention of subscribers. So I feel like my of course people are like, helping me out, sharing my channel and stuff like that. But like I feel like because I switched to fashion, like the 3 videos that I posted like at the beginning of this semester did better than like all the videos during the summer and last year. And I just feel like it's because I know I was always meant to do fashion in the first place. So this is just like the universe saying, yeah, I told you so. So I just want to be more thoughtful about like what I'm collabing like on, like, you know what I mean? Like, of course, Razak could be on my channel. Of course, these people can be on my channel. But like, if my brand is about like fashion, I want to like, you're going to be on my channel doing something that has to do with fashion. We're not going to be singing folk tales. Like, that's not what we're doing. And so, not that anyone's reached out to do that, but I'm just saying. And so, yeah, basically that's my answer.
Are you going to participate in the fashion show that's coming up later in the semester?
I don't know. I don't think so. This is like the third year someone's like, well, I've only been here 2 years, but this is like the second year someone's been like, you should do the fashion show, but like I don't even know like anything about these people. And I follow them on Instagram and I still don't know like where are the meetings, or I guess they're on Zoom now, but like I don't know anything. And like I have friends who are in FMA and they act like there's nothing going on. So I didn't even know there was a fashion show until just now when you said it. So
Oh wow.
I
Yeah.
guess I'll look into it.
Okay. That's kind of funny. At least I was the one to break the news and it's on video. That's pretty funny. But yeah, I think you should do it. From like watching your content, clearly you have an eye for certain things and you have the vision and you're able to make things work. And I think like in that type of environment with like-minded people like you, and like you be able to embrace it, like embrace fashion and like show off yourself, and like you know have that little bit of taste of modeling, right?
Hmm.
So yeah, I think you really should do it, you know.
I think I will try. If not, oh wait, I won't be here next spring. Yeah, let me come through
So you graduate in
the
summer?
fall.
The fall. Oh, okay.
December.
Okay. Wow. So are you going to get your master's degree afterwards?
My dad really wants me to, and I think I would go ahead and just do it just because, most of your credits can transfer and you only have to do like 1 year instead of two or something like that. So I probably will. And I probably will just stay here because quite frankly, I'm so drained. I don't feel like applying anywhere else. And I already have an apartment here, so it would just be easier. So yeah.
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time. This is really fun. Glad I got to meet you. And I told you beforehand, I had a feeling that like we were gonna get along, and you were over here making me laugh, and we had a lot of fun. So thank you again for your time. I'm gonna put your YouTube and relevant links and stuff in the description. But if there's anything else you would like to like shout out or plug or anything related to you, I mean, feel free. This is your time.
Um, yeah, so my YouTube is Eryka Lanise, Eryka. My TikTok is Eryka Lanise, and so is my Twitter if you want to follow me there. Also my Instagram. Everything's Eryka Lanise to make it easy. And for anyone who's listening that supports me, thank you so much. Love you.
Okay. Well, I had a lot of fun, Erica. Thank you again for your time and being here. This was I had a blast this episode. It was not too long. It was quick. We got to the point. We laughed. We had fun. And
Yeah.
yeah, so that's it for this episode of the Star Sit Down. See you guys next week. Take care. Bye.
Bye.